check here in New York. I don't know.
And then we went to the IHOP and said, "Hey man," I told Ann, "Hey man, give me, just give me some time and I'll find us a gig somewhere."
Right.
And he said,
because I wasn't quite sure. I thought, here we go. It's a goof. I go in there a couple of nights a week, but I have my day job. I got to pay the rent. Nigga got to eat. So I wasn't ready to just throw that great career away in tin knocking to chase the dream, as they say, Opie. Chase the dream.
Mm-hmm.
But it worked out at the Pancake Summit.
Yeah.
And we decided that's it. Okay, let's get something working.
So moving along, Anthony.
I have a question. So you decided that you wanted to do a show at Ant, and you took him out for pancakes.
Dude, I wasn't. We weren't making any money.
No. What I'm saying is,
I was trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for the Pancake Summit.
Are you nodding and listening to him as he's going through the whole spiel about being on the radio and thinking to yourself, like, you're trying to play casual, like, yeah, that sounds really good. And you're like,
oh yeah, I was just like, oh my God. I'm like, get out of here. Oh, this would be great. I had been, been a huge fan of radio. Wanted to try to get into it for many years, but just ask the people at John and Glenn High School out there on Long Island. I wasn't very motivated as far as schooling goes, so it's kind of hard to just knock on a radio station door and get a gig. So I had Joe knock on the door, and he got me the gig.
All right, so the Opie and Anthony timeline. This timeline is going to finish with the ratings that came out yesterday for Boston, Anthony, and we're gonna fast forward. Don't worry, you'll see.
Oh yeah,
February 1995. Opie and Anthony have been doing radio less than 6 months. That's at BAB. When they're plucked from obscurity by then program director of WAF, the great Ron Valeri. Let it be known, the guy that hired us to go to Boston, Ron Valeri, Anthony. Key to this story.
What a guy.
Ron discovers the boys while taking a trip to Long Island and hires them to do afternoon drive at WAF, a rock station out of Worcester, Mass.
Yeah.
All right?
I so remember that. The first real quit your day job radio gig for Ant. Yeah. Because working with Opie, I think I remember being cut a check by BAB, which I still have somewhere, for $25.
$25
for my week's work. Yeah,
he ain't lying.
I'm not lying.
He ain't lying.
What was I going to do? Complain?
It didn't come from me, though.
I know. Bob cut that check.
Right.
Let me sign this here. This coffee tastes awful.
Yeah, there's something no one heard about before.
Right, but yeah, I think I saved it as my first real radio job paycheck.
Right.
Never cashed it.
So February 1995, we're plucked from obscurity, and we're moving to Mass, Anthony. Opie goes to Anthony's apartment still, February 1995.
Oh, could I step in? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This junk mail Jerry says that right now Rockhole and Dave Dickless are plotting some scheme where they go back in time and kill my brother before he could give you the tape.
Oh, it's going to end with Rockhole and Dickless, trust me.
Rockhole, you'll have to go back to the future.
Right. February 1995, it continues. Opie goes to Anthony's apartment to prepare for the move to Boston.
Yes.
And realizes that he doesn't own a car.
Well, Opie, I wasn't making much money knocking a tin, being a sheet metal worker, and Apollo Air Conditioning had given me a van, a company van, which I was only supposed to use during company hours.
Right.
As I backed my jet ski into Ashbrook and the water in there, off the Apollo van.
Right.
Yes.
It continues, unless you count the 1986 Dodge K car that's in the middle of the weeds sitting on on 4 concrete blocks with no wheels.
Yeah. That was given to me by my sister.
You pointed to that car and go, no, I got a car. I'm taking that to Massachusetts.
Well, that'll get me a Mass. Of course it will.
Didn't even have plates, Anthony.
I was working on that.
And then I
was so pro.
I finished this timeline by saying at this point Opie wonders what he got himself into.
It's true. Come on, I was very pro.
Anyway, Opie and Anthony head to Massachusetts.
Oh, what? I'm not going to be able to enlighten the crowd on the Opie is not getting a moving van story?
Oh, you could do that.
Jesus Christ.
You could do that. I didn't have many things.
Bull!
I didn't have much stuff.
That's what he told me. Here we go. We're getting a U-Haul, right? I got to get a U-Haul to move my stuff. So I get a U-Haul. Opie goes, look, instead of me getting a moving van, save a little space on the back of the U-Haul, because I don't need much room. I don't have much of anything. I'm leaving a lot of stuff here. I go, okay. So I worked on packing this thing like a puzzle, where I had taken up all the room possible and left on the back 2 feet tops. No, I would say 3 to 4 feet.
Wow.
On the back of the truck.
Thank you. It was like an 18-foot U-Haul.
That's all I could spare.
Thank you.
And you told me last minute that you weren't going to get a truck, that you were going to use mine. I'd have gotten a longer truck.
You had a lot of stuff.
So I
having
pulled
no
in
money,
there.
man.
Yeah, I had no money, but I rented the goddamn Ryder truck. You
had just a bunch of crap.
I pulled up to your house, and Opie wound up having to throw away half of his stuff.
I just broke it in the road. I said, all right, what the hell? I fit what I could, and I left everything else behind.
I couldn't imagine
that fine apartment in Northport.
Why you didn't get your own U-Haul.
I was lazy like yourself, dude.
All right.
Anyway, so we head to Massachusetts.
Right, look at us going. There it is, 95.
Opie and Anthony move into
91.
Anthony's ex-mother-in-law's house and start doing their afternoon radio show.
Not from the house, from the station.
AAF, right. Little side note, Opie doesn't move out until 18 months later.
18 months later. Opie lived with my mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law, for 18 months. No, don't do the universal fist, like, thrusting forward movement for sex. No, I have no idea why, again, Opie decided to stay, because I was out of there
in 2
with
months.
the wife. No, it was a matter of weeks.
Because maybe a month then.
Because, the ex-wife couldn't take living there with her mom. So she was like, we're getting out of here, lickety-split. But Opie decided to stay for 18 months. He lived with my mother-in-law at the time. Yeah. And let us not... let me enlighten you on a little something, too. This got brought up in court. In court during my divorce. Born to be living with my mother-in-law. Here's some of the questioning from famed attorney Dominic Barber during my trial. Is it true that your on-air partner, Opie, lived with your mother-in-law for 18 months? All of a sudden, now it's going to cost me money.
Right.
They're going to try to swing it that the reason that we're so successful is for some reason Opie stayed with my mother-in-law for 18 months.
Because she supported us.
Right?
Some kind of support thing there?
Oh, my God.
Opie, do you want some breakfast? I'll cook for you.
Tell Jim about how I broke everything in the house.
Yeah, and then he like, she got little things all over her house, like everyone has, a little ceramic, little tchotchkes, knick-knack and bric-a-brac. Hummels and whatnot. And she had a phone cord that was like 3 miles long. And that's one of the ways Opie would break everything. He'd pick up the phone and go walking around the house with it because he can't stay still. And the cord is just knocking stuff off of shelves and little tables. And you would drop things. You broke stuff in the bathroom. All these little, there goes the horn off of my unicorn. But thank God I love Opie.
How did she know you had left the bedroom? Did you put the thing back on the table backwards?
All of a sudden, when you finally decided to leave, she was very lonely.
Yeah.
And then after I got my divorce, or started getting a divorce from my wife, she wasn't going to be my mother-in-law anymore. She had that big poster up in her house
of us
from the Demented World poster.
Yeah.
And she loved Opie so much she didn't want to get rid of the poster, so she cut it in half. So she only had Opie. Don't want that picture of me up in the house.
Yeah.
18 months.
Yeah.
She made quite an impression on the old crone.
All right. Moving along, Anthony, with the Opie and Anthony timeline. It ends with the ratings that came out yesterday for Boston. But it's a little brief history of some of the things we went through.
Yeah.
And it's going to start moving forward fast here. March 1995.
March 95, yes.
After being at WAF for only 2 weeks, 2 weeks, the man who discovered us on Long Island leaves AAF to go to New York for a much better gig.
Right.
He tells us how good the show sounds as he's packing his boxes in his office.
Yeah, he was like, oh, okay, great job, goodbye, goodbye.
Guys sound great, bye.
Gotta pack, gotta go, goodbye. Like he was off to another gig.
Another gig.
And we were all excited. You know something? I gotta explain this. When we went to AAF back then, Opie, because I knew nothing about radio, so Opie enlightens me like, oh my God, this guy Ron Valeri is the balls as far as a program director goes. This guy is going to be great to work under. We're going to be able to do a lot of the stuff we want to do without a lot of pain in the ass management getting in the way, because this guy understands the type of show we do. I mean, you could not say anything more about Ron Valeri.
He got us, and he got the show.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's now out of radio, and he's one of the best.
Yeah, so...
But radio claims another victim. I mean, so
yeah.
he moved on to other things. He can't take it anymore, this crap.
So Opie, very excited about this, and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. Great. He's there for a matter of weeks, not even.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, gotta go, goodbye. And he left. You know, he went off to a better job. What's he going to do? But we didn't know this when we got hired that he was going to leave.
Right.
And who is his replacement?
He's packing his boxes in his office as he's telling us how great the show sounds. He will be missed.
Yeah.
Opie and Anthony have no idea their nightmare is about to begin.
Yeah.
Soon after Ron Valeri leaves, AF hires Dave Douglas from Nebraska.
There you go, because that's the kind of market you want to delve into to get a great program director for a major East Coast city. You want to go to Nebraska and find a program director. Nebraska! Dave Dickless.
Better known as, Dave Dickless, the amoeba, the man without a backbone.
The man without a spine.
Douglas is hired to be, technically, our boss.
Right.
The program director at AAF. April 1995, then we're going to have to take a break here and continue. Less than 1 month later, Anthony.
Yeah.
So we've barely been up there in Massachusetts. Opie realizes Dave Dickless is clueless and can never be trusted. When he corners Opie near the coffee machine, this is another story we've never told.
Yeah, this is great. This made me really, really like Dave Dick Douche.
So he corners me near the coffee machine. This is a little over a month being up in Massachusetts, and asks why I teamed up with Anthony. He didn't get it. He didn't understand.
You know why? Because I hadn't done radio, and in Nebraska, apparently, the only way you can ever get into radio is if you've had as much schooling and whatnot as a Dave Dickless. You know, perish the thought that Opie saw somebody that maybe had some raw talent and wants to bring him on the show, whatever. Or any radio show, for that matter. Find somebody that has raw talent or an appreciation for radio and just wants to get in it. Dave couldn't imagine that, couldn't fathom it. He'd rather you maybe fly a plane over Fenway.
Right.
And pick a seat number and pick your sidekick that way.
Well, and
douchebag.
And at this point, Anthony was doing radio less than a year, and how the business goes, you know, you got to hire someone with a bunch of radio station call letters.
Right. You're paying for it now, aren't you, scumbag? You're paying. Look at the book, Dave. It's awful. God, I can't stand that.
So, April 1995, Opie realizes Dave Dickless is clueless and can never be trusted when he corners Opie near the coffee machine and asks why he teamed up with Anthony. I answer, because he probably is the funniest man in radio today, you douche.
Thank you, Opie.
You're welcome, my friend. I tell Dave to F off and go program music. Oh, yeah, right from the start, we weren't scared of this guy. After this exchange, Dave becomes a non-entity in Opie and Anthony's radio career.
Non-entity.
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 That would be a non-entity.
Mm-hmm.
Opie and Anthony start building a loyal and rabid following with their radio show, putting AAF on the map. No thanks to Dave Dickless and the rest of the management at the station, who seem to not understand the toxic twins.
Yes.
Right now, a little audio of our old boss. Dave Dickless.
Dave Dickless.
Continue the Opie and Anthony timeline.
Enjoy.
He was always calling and harassing us and bothering us.
And telling us things we shouldn't be talking about on the air.
Right. Here's one of those phone calls.
Hello. Hello.
What's up?
I just wanted to,
Why are you on this line?
well, I figured it was easier than getting out of my chair and coming down the hall.
Oh.
Just wanted to make a request.
Yeah.
Maybe we could steer the show in a little different direction so that this doesn't get out of hand.
What's getting out of hand?
Well, I think we're going into the gay zone, and we all know where that leads. Wouldn't you agree?
Not really, but...
Hokey pokey in the butt.
No.
Licky licky.
That's fun stuff.
Yeah, it's fun, but you know what? It's going to get us in trouble. Just, steer somewhere else. If you keep going this direction, it's going to be trouble. I'm just warning you. Not from me. I'm talking about outside. We've been down this road before.
The old dirt road.
Yeah. Just giving you a little heads up here.
All right.
Okay.
Head.
See you. Hello. Going into the gay zone. Would you agree? We're going into the gay zone. Would you agree? We're going into the gay zone. Wanted to, hokey pokey in the butt. Yeah. Hokey pokey in the butt.
Oh.
Gay zone. Hokey pokey in the butt. Yeah. Hokey pokey in the butt.
Oh.
Licky licky licky.
The old dirt road.
Yeah. Licky licky.
The old dirt road.
Licky licky.
Dirt road.
Hokey pokey in the butt. That's fun.
Going into the gay zone.
Yeah. Going into the gay zone.
Not really.
Going into the gay zone. Wanted to,
Hokey pokey in the butt.
yeah, hokey pokey in the butt. Yeah, gay zone. Hokey pokey in the butt from me. Hokey pokey in the butt from me. Licky licky. Hokey pokey in the butt. Yeah.
Licky licky.
Yeah, it's fun. Licky licky. Yeah, it's fun. Hokey pokey in the butt.
Not really.
Dave. I love what this is all leading up to. I love it.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a break, but we're doing the Opie and Anthony timeline. It ends with what went on in Boston yesterday, Anthony.
Oh, yes.
The ratings came out in Boston yesterday. And we got some great news, but we figured we'd kind of relive this whole Opie and Anthony thing.
I think it makes it a little clear why it's so important to us.
Yes.
To go back and just rip the a-holes out of you.
Right. So the timeline will continue after this quick break with May 1995. Opie and Anthony invent...
Wow.